Welcome, Gemini. This is your monthly focus for February 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the energy of the cards, let me take a moment to thank you truly for all the support that you give me through your comments, your likes, through subscribing. Thank you so much for the support. So now let's get to the cards. Now we have the Hangman as our first card. So I'm going to tell you to take time out for yourself, to think, to meditate, to pray. That will allow the whole month to flow for you. Okay, the Hangman, we are in a position not of anguish, not of worry or fear. In fact, we are in a meditative state in this card. So we are suspended in time, so to speak. So pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams should give you clues as to how to solve problems, go forward, waking or sleeping. Absolutely. And there's a lot of thought, and it could really be in, I think, through spirituality, I think through career. If there was two focuses where you have to put in a lot of thought, a lot of decision making, a lot of processing in order to go forward, in order to make the right steps forward. This isn't a card to take risks this month. This is a time to really think things through, to contemplate, to plan, to strategize, to think of your options. And right next to it, we have the Six of Pentacles. So it is also a month of giving and receiving. So remember to give of yourself. Remember also to be open to receiving things for you, especially compliments, things like that. But this card also denotes that you did something in the past, and maybe you weren't recognized for it. Maybe you didn't get paid properly for it, or you didn't think at least you got what was owing for it, or it went unnoticed or unappreciated. And this month, whatever you did then plays a role in this month. So it could be that you didn't think you were being noticed on the job, and now they're offering you a promotion or a raise, or maybe that on your resume lands you the new job, that one opportunity that maybe went unnoticed there, but you are reaping the reward in another way. And we have strength. So it's about having a self-confidence in us, in ourselves. It's about finding the strength within ourselves. This is also health. You're probably feeling very strong, so you got to keep it strong through the whole month. You got to keep that momentum going, so you have to watch your health. And I think you're, for the most part, feeling really good right now. So you want to keep that going. So you want to eat right and sleep well. You want to exercise. We can't be burning the candles at both ends. We can't be working a ton of overtime and missing out on sleep, or going out and enjoying the nightlife and missing out on sleep. This is a month that can be very strong for you if you make it strong for yourself, if you are treating your body as a vessel this month. And over top of it all, we have justice. Okay, so you want to bring in the balance, you want to bring in the harmony, you want to bring in the joy. If there was a focus to be had this month, it's those three things. So now with this card, you stand with that sword. And it doesn't look like you feel you need to use it, but if something were to come up that interferes with a harmony in your life, or something that's trying to throw you out of balance, you'll have no problem saying no to it this month. So underlying the whole month is the Emperor. So this is kind of like your inner power coming out this month, your self-empowerment, your self-confidence. This is being able to strategize effectively. This is being able to see the end goal and all the steps in between and who you need on your team in order to be successful in life, who doesn't need to be on the team, what role each person plays in your life. But this is how you'll be feeling. This is the energy around you, the devil, being the phoenix rising out of the ashes. Feeling that strength, feeling that vitality, feeling that forward motion, feeling that freedom or liberation, or at least the hint of it, the smell of it in the air, that you're working towards the right goals. And expect the magic to happen. In fact, you're the one that's magical this month. So, positive affirmations, very important this month for you. Ask for it. The magician is essentially that you are asking the universe, God, your angels, your spirit guides for certain things in your life. And if you're asking them for the right reasons and through your heart, it's not, I want to win the lottery. You don't get that one usually because it's so out there. Well, why do you want to win the lottery? And then when you start naming the certain things that'll change in your life, maybe a part of your life will change, but you don't win the lottery usually because it's just not focused enough, and you need to be focused in your affirmations this month. I want, different affirmations like, thank you for putting new opportunities in front of me today. Thank you for putting someone to love in my path today. Thank you for bringing the promotion closer to my doorstep today. Thank you for letting me walk through that door today. Thank you for giving me vitality and health today and energy today so I can do everything on my list. Because you'll attract. That's why I want you to do it, because you'll attract. So you want to raise your vibration, you want to raise your energy, and start asking for the things that mean the most to you and get specific as possible. So when you are in meditation, in prayer, or just quiet time with yourself, you are seeing the realization of certain things happening in your life, starting that new business, joining that new group, taking on that new job or that new responsibility, moving to a better neighborhood or from an apartment to a condo or a home, moving to the beach or the desert or to the forest or to the city. And with whom are you moving? So affirm things in your life this month. Please affirm things in your life this month of what you want to walk into for the day. And it may not show up that very moment, but you do that 29 days straight and see what happens to your life. And make a commitment to doing it. Write down one affirmation a day. You've got a couple of paragraphs to read by the end of the month, but boy, it will be worth it because you are raising your vibration for opportunity, for situations to come to you, for people to come to you, the tools you need. What tool do you need to go further? What's holding you back from getting that tool right now at this moment? What needs to happen in your life? Affirm it. Expect it to happen. Affirm it. Expect it to happen. Allow the magic to touch you this month. And writing it down kind of keeps it so that you are saying the same thing over and over, so that you are raising that particular energy. Trust me, the first thing you write down is your priority list in that order. You need this. And then, oh yeah, I need this too. And this. And oh, I'd like this for this to happen in my life. And you keep adding to it and you keep rereading it. And raise your energy. Try it for a month. See what happens. Try it for a couple of weeks and see what happens, actually. Now, how are people going to be looking at you? If the spotlight went to you and all your friends and family and associations got around you, um, they see you as the King of Pentacles. They see you thinking of new ideas, new ways of doing things, and yet you're very grounded or very traditional in your approaches. So it's methodical, it's planned out, it's researched, and yet it contains fresh new ideas. Your crown is actually a growing living plant, so it's the new growth of ideas, opportunities, developments, strategizing, planning going forward. That's how people are seeing you this month. King of Cups. As the month comes into March, you're feeling very firm. This is the father-like figure of the deck, the King of Cups. Okay, so you're the one that feels the confidence, has the independence, goes out, earns the money to come home and pay the bills and put food on the table, bring in the security, bring in the foundation. So you're going to feel very much like you were on that path. So most times that is with career, but it could be in family settings as well. That you bring in a security, a foundation, an independence of yours that you're willing to share to make other people feel safe and comfortable in their environments. And the Five of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. So it's going to have to do a lot with people coming up in March. It's going to have to do a lot with working your ideas, working them hard. Even if nobody's paying attention, you want to work hard. You want to work diligently. You want to do it the long way. You don't want to be taking shortcuts into February, and you definitely don't want to as you go into March. So this is not a month where you want to take shortcuts or risks, fast cash kind of things. You know, speed dating wouldn't be a good one because it's something that's fast. It doesn't take time. It doesn't have time to develop and grow. You might meet someone, but it's not going to go anywhere. Chances are, if you meet under this energy, because it's got to be the small steps in whatever you do this month in order to be successful long term, in order for it to be sustainable. Now, for your love card, I picked the Four of Wands. So this is marriage proposal. This is the firm foundation. It goes very much with the King of Cups, does it not? Feeling that security, feeling that firm foundation. Okay, growing it. Okay, we are growing actually our home, our castle, and right now it's only 4 wands. Oh, I missed a card. Hang on, because we're going to use it right now. Because I was, well, let's back up a second here because we have the Ten of Cups, and I want to tell you what the Ten of Cups means. The Ten of Cups means that you are working towards your happily ever after. You are making the right steps. If you use the energy correctly this month, okay, this is long term for you. This is going to be stickable, long term, sustainable, doable. So look at that castle, because this is what I was going to refer to. Look at that castle you've built in the background, okay? And here you are building that castle. But it may only look like 4 sticks shoved in the ground right now. We've got, I don't know, a little canopy over there to add a little bit of luxury or a little bit of shelter. So we're starting. It's starting to shape up and look like something more than just 4 sticks on the ground. So it is going to be long term. So the affirmations are so important because you want to do the long term too. You want to know what the end goal is, the happily ever after is for you. So in love, this brings in security. This brings in togetherness. This brings in taking it to a deeper level, a higher level within the relationship. If you're not in a relationship and you meet someone, and you very well could, because, well, we have the yes card. So the yes card is essentially what you were hoping for the most. So if love is your priority, meeting somebody is your priority, then this pertains to meeting somebody that is long term. And if you want to meet somebody, the yes card is saying, yeah, you will. When I picked up your career card, we got the Eight of Swords. So it really may change in your life here through your perception. So maybe what you were doing in January isn't going to be what you're doing in March, based on your decisions in February, based on your perspective in February. So you could change your perspective. You could see how a hobby could now become something that you could earn a living at, or at least some extra income coming in. You could be packing up and moving to a new job across the ocean or the neighborhood. Or you think you're very secure in where you are and you're happy and you go to work every day and you enjoy the environment, and all of a sudden a new opportunity is presented to you. That is going to have to change your perceptions, or you have to look at it differently, or you have to understand it differently, or you have to allow it into your life. So there's changes happening for you when it comes to work, and you have to go with the flow. And so it's really important that you use the hangman's energy and really think things through. Think through your options. Because this is changing your perception, and it could be that your perception needs to change because of circumstances, or you start to look at something a little bit differently, which opens your eyes to something that you never really looked at before or never imagined before, or you thought about it but you didn't think it was feasible, but now that you're really giving it your energy and you're really thinking about it, you get those aha moments, those realizations, those new beginnings. So you can't think too much in the tried tradition, and that's what everybody's seeing you as. So you might actually miss opportunities if you're too set in your ways, too comfortable where you are, or it just seems preposterous or outlandish, or you never thought in a million years you'd be doing something like that. And oh my goodness, I have to say no because it'd be crazy to take it, right? Well, you might want to take it. I don't have any fears that you're the diplomat this month. We have the Emperor as your underlining, so I can tell you that and know that you will research and read the fine print before you make an obligation of any kind. But something will change. Your perception. Maybe your company comes up with a whole new way of doing things that you never thought would be, and everybody's changing heads, and people are being moved left, right, and center. And so you have to change your perception of what your job is, what it means to you, maybe your function at work each day. Maybe you're leaving a job to go into something brand new, or maybe it is just brand new. If you're a student, I'd say that you are looking at changing your major. And maybe when I come back in September, I'm going to change it around. I'm going to go for this now. For spirituality, I got the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords says, slow it down. You need to make time for you. You can't do everything for everyone all the time. You need to take time for you. You need to turn off the TV, turn off the computer, turn off the phone, lock the doors, get yourself in a quiet room. Use the hangman's energy to tap into your desires, your wants. Write your affirmations. Read. Take the time to read your affirmations. because there's just too much going on for you to focus on, you to slow it down, your thought processes. It's like your mind's going a mile a minute when this card comes up in the spirituality position. You got to turn off the switch. You got to manually do it. It's stuck, okay? Too much. So part of your affirmation is allowing yourself time to do the affirmations, okay? It's important this month. Health. You're feeling good. Even if you're coming out of something that you haven't been feeling good, and know that February is going to be a good month for you. You're strong. The sky is electrified behind you. The sun is carved in your chair. There's an angel that even sits next to you. You hold that well-being on your lap with confidence, with a surety. Now, Queen of Pentacles, she's very grounded. So she would make sure she's eating right. She would get enough rest. So it's by taking care of yourself that you feel this vitality. Taking care of yourself all around the board. Making sure that you're taking time out for you. And you know what? With that angel sitting right next to the carved sun next to you, and it's really catching my eye. Yeah, if you're suffering from something, this is the time where you see a light at the end of the tunnel. So maybe a new treatment, or maybe it was a misdiagnosis, or, go for a second opinion. Ask some qualifying questions, because there could be a little bit of magic from the universe that intervenes. Now, how often do we hear that, just when we thought there was no hope left, somebody came up with this idea, and here we are today. Or this happened at the last second. Or this was thought of because of a conversation. And it's never a coincidence, okay? It's never a coincidence. It's always an angel, God, the universe whispering to you. Whispering to somebody to help you, to make you feel that vitality, that energy. So if you are suffering, this is a beautiful month. Yeah, I almost feel like there's some kind of like magic or something that could be had for you to give you a better outlook on how things are progressing for you. Treatments. Let's pick you an angel card, shall we? So I think a really good month for you. I really believe that, don't worry about the Eight of Swords. Maybe you thought that of a negative card when I picked it up. It's not a negative card, okay, for career. That just says you're going places, but you need to really get your head around some things in order for it to be as wonderful and successful as it could be in your life. Absolutely. And you are working towards your happily ever after, so do those affirmations this month. And we have the Seven of Ariel. You have invested wisely, have patience, and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for the next endeavor. And yes, so very much, we go back to our very first card, once again, the Hangman. Okay? Review your progress. Look at where you are. Look at where you want to go. This is the time to make way for a new endeavor, which is why I think, especially in career, you're going to really have to change your focus. And you might even need to change your routine a little bit, because I buried it alive. For spirituality, we have the Nine of Swords. So you're looking at a new way of doing things. You might be looking at your time. seeing where you spend most of it, seeing how you can reorganize it. You have invested wisely. So everything that you've done to this point has been for a reason. Absolutely. You've invested in yourself, you've invested in others, and it's coming full circle for you now to go upon a new path, a higher level of your path. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.